Hello, thanks for watching. I'm Susan DiOri, in-house counsel at the Minnesota Realtors. Our theme this month is technology, and so I wanted to just talk to you about two issues today pertaining to technology and your website specifically. The first issue is talking about Americans with a Disabilities Act and website accessibility. And the other issue I wanted to talk about is the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, or the DMCA. We won't go into too much depth here, but I just wanted to give you a cursory overview of the issues that are going on. First of all, with the ADA and your website and accessibility to your website. So there has been a number of demand letters that have been sent out to real estate agents throughout the country, threatening litigation, specifically alleging that their real estate websites violate the civil rights of individuals with disabilities. There have been some split opinions across the country in our various circuits as to what is specifically a public accommodation, a public place of accommodation, and what's required if it is. And the Department of Justice has been in rulemaking for some time about what a website needs to do in order to be ADA compliant. And so we still have outstanding questions as these rules have not been completed as of yet. A perfect example of what the issues are on your website would be, for example, if the blind use assistive technology to have the website read to them in Braille. And it cannot recognize photos, for example. It has to recognize only text. And so these are the kinds of questions that are coming up on issues related to your website. So the National Association of Realtors has been watching this. They've been submitting comments to the Department of Justice about requesting final rulemaking to resolve some of these legal disputes that are out there. Meanwhile, it would certainly be worthwhile for you as realtors who have websites to consult with your website designers or IT staff to help you understand what if any actions there you can be taking to start ensuring that you are being in compliance with the potential ADA rules and website accommodation. So I'm going to move on now to the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. That's something that's been around for a long time. It was enacted in 1998, and it's part of it is designed to provide some limited protection from liability for online service providers when the provider follows some particular safe harbor provisions. So this is relevant to those of you who have a website where you're posting content at the direction of a user. So in other words, a third party is putting some information up on your website. There are some things you can't do in order to qualify under the safe harbor. You obviously can't post any infringing content yourself. You can't know that the content infringes a copyright, so you can't be willfully blind about it. You can't receive any financial benefit that is directly tied to the infringing content. And then you also have to follow some certain steps to fall under the safe harbor provisions, including designating a copyright agent and registering them with the Copyright Office, posting a DMCA notice on your website, and complying promptly with any DMCA takedown notices. These are just a cursory review of these two important issues.